See, it's still 2 towards B. And see, it's still 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NACE Game Changers. Today we're going to do a match against the Kettering University Bulldogs. So I'm Ben Kingsbury, and this is...
I'm Jenna Flynn.
Yeah, so we're gonna kick it off here in just a few minutes. We're getting in the lobby right now. We got a pretty even matchup. So what do you think we're expecting for this game?
I'm expecting a lot of interesting plays that are going to be very different to our premier team. I know both teams play quite differently. They do like to play similarly, but different as well. So I'm very interested. I'll be interested to see if we get any ISO plays, who is the new duelist. And I'll just be interested to see which maps are played, because it seems like there's not a lot of consensus on which maps are good and which maps are bad right now.
Exactly. This new map pool that we're in is, a little tricky.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. But we do hope we get some new tactics. Last night, our premier team got 2-0'd, but we're gonna hopefully change that tonight. So we're gonna switch over to the lobby in just a second here. I'm excited to see the operator picks. Obviously, new duelist and all that. Excited to see the maps, especially. I mean, yeah. So Do we got any other expectations, for the match?
Honestly, I'm just excited to watch it. Our Game Changers team, which if you guys don't know, Game Changers is a way for marginalized genders to have an open space in Valorant and in other video games. I know right now it's mainly Valorant. So this is a team just of all girls, and they're all really awesome. So I'm very excited. I will be very interested to see if we see any Sunset play. It's a new map.
Yeah, I mean Sunset. New map, new hero.
Well, it's not necessarily new. It's been out for a little while, but
yeah,
I feel like everybody has very differing opinions. I don't hate it. I don't love it.
I'm kind of in the middle. It's not. I'm ambivalent about it. It's not necessarily a bad map. Not a good map.
I mean, it's a good map depending on what agents you play. I know a lot of Sage players have been really enjoying the map, as well as a lot of Astra players.
Yeah.
I'm a Sky main. I'm not the biggest fan of it personally.
Yeah. I'm a Brimstone guy, so
Yeah, you work on any map.
Yeah, exactly. CS Origins. Nothing better than a Brimstone.
Of course.
Yeah. So you got a favorite hero?
Sky.
So Sky.
Looks like we are in the first map is going to be Bind, and so we have Game Changers on the right side, the red team for attackers. We have Kettering Gold on the left. So right now we're seeing some interesting picks. Cypher is a fairly safe pick on Bind as well as Raze. We have the double initiator going to be going on for the Kettering Gold.
Ooh, that's going to be spicy.
I am a big fan of the double initiator comp. I think there's a lot of really interesting plays that you can do with initiators. And we see on the Grand Valley side, we're going to be seeing double Sentinel, which is also very common right now. A lot of Sentinels have been played very heavily. And we're going to see the Gecko come out. I feel like Gecko is either played a lot or not played a lot when it comes to Bind. Personally, I think he's a lot of fun. And we have the matching Valentine's Day bundle cards for Grand Valley.
Isn't that sweet?
They're so cool.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a team that's matching?
Exactly.
But I'm excited for this pistol round. Pistol round determines the trajectory of the game, the momentum of this. I'm excited to see what Grand Valley does here,
Alrighty. We're all loaded up, and we are ready to go. So, Bind is a really fun map. Have you ever played it?
Oh, of course, yeah.
I feel like it's a standard map.
Yeah, of course. I remember playing it in the beta. It's classic. It's like the Dust 2 of Valorant here. But it looks like we're going for a push. But we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. These pistol rounds are always super chaotic with limited utility. It's going to be something to behold.
And while pistol round can definitely determine the way of the game, it is also just kind of a one-up. It's a really good way for teams to figure out how the other team is going to play and what their setups are and what their strategies may be. So we're going to see, and it looks like we have a bit of a split up. For the Game Changer team for Grand Valley, have some movement going in through short and through showers on A, whereas
double peek on showers.
Lucky Data and Jay is going to get the first blood on Sid, and Java is going to follow up. We have some fighting in short, but it's going to pull back into, I think, showers. For the Game Changers, the Kettering is currently up on players. They have more players alive.
Yeah. I mean, these manpower advantages are kind of crucial. If you can double peek somebody, that's kind of just a guaranteed win there. But let's see what Slim's doing going towards showers.
My camera is destroyed.
They did try to get a tag onto I believe it is the paid player for Kettering. It is trying to make some space into showers. And it looks like Kettering is going to rotate on over to A to hold it more securely.
Yeah, and that critical Brimstone smoke coming in on shower is going to lock them down for a little bit. They're kind of stacked A right now. This is going to be a really hard take for GV.
And we are going to see Cypher for GV go down.
And, yeah, just unfortunate headshot. And, flawless pistol round. That's a little rough for GV, but, it is just pistol round,
Exactly.
We can always come back from that.
So we are going to see Kettering on their save, and we are going to see GV up on a bit of a buy-up. So I will be very interested to see what guns are played. It's the other way around. Don't listen to me.
Yeah. That's all right. I think that this eco round, always big. If you can get a rifle or something like that, off of a Kettering player, that's huge. Absolutely massive. Give GV the advantage here. But let's see if this classic works out for them. They're walking down towards B site right now. The whole team on the same. They'll probably guaranteed get one kill at least here.
So we are going to see a push up into long and
Oh,
that
great flash.
Kettering.
And,
Oh, 3K right
triple.
off the bat.
Yeah, unfortunate flash here. And then, oh, yeah, the whole aggression. They did get one pick with
GV is going to pull one and is going to pick up that Bucky.
crucial.
Grab another pick.
This is very, that triple looked pretty bad, but this is very good for Grand Valley. Bucky's always a little unreliable with that damage there, but overall good economic damage here from Grand Valley.
They were able to take guns out of 2 players for Kettering, but we are now into the 3rd round, and we are going to see some rifles in play.
Exactly. Who doesn't love a rifle round? Good to see a Vandal or Phantom out in the field.
So with that round, we did see a heavy push on over to B, but it seems like Kettering was kind of anticipating it. They tried A, didn't really work, so they tried B. I'm only interested to see what the strategy is for this round going forward. Looks like we are going to see the Sentinels split up for Kettering, I believe. Cypher trying to get one with that cam. Not quite grabbing it.
Yeah, let's see if Grand Valley can effectively use that util to get onto the site here.
That smoke is going to make things a little bit more difficult. They are going to execute on over to B, and Slim getting first blood of the round.
Ooh, another frag. Let's see if they can take precedent advantage here on the site.
And gets another one, and now it is a 2v5. Manpower is on GV's side. You're going to put Spike down onto A.
Yeah, this is a guaranteed spike plant, and now the retake's gonna be a little challenging here for the Kettering Gold. Going through showers, especially down 3 men. I mean that's gonna be something.
Are holding the showers, and it looks like they're also holding short in U-Haul.
Oh, but we just got that information there from the robot. Somebody's in there. Let's see if GV can put that to use. Peeking very slowly in the site.
The Gecko Dizzy is going to blind them, so they are going to know that they're close, but they were able to get one.
Michigan man just hitting those headshots. I mean, it's not going to be a defuse, but it's certainly going to be just a little bit of damage. But and another frag exit onto the Brimstone here. Let's see, and then killed by the bomb.
GV and Kettering are both opting to save those weapons, which is very important. If you're not going to be able to get that defuse, a lot of times players will go and go to save. And let's see what's going on next.
Yeah. So, I think this is these full buy rounds are really, this is where the strategy really starts to show. When you got your full util, you got your full buys, full rifles. I mean, this is going to be the meat and potatoes of the round. We just got to see if Grand Valley and Kettering can effectively counter each other, and can on the fly, get something going.
We are going to see some Cypher utils set up for A site, no B site. Looks like both Cyphers are going to be playing on B. Be an interesting fight. Gecko is going to grab that Dizzy back, which is always useful. And Cypher is going to get first blood on the 2v Cypher. So.
And bomb's already going down, this is not looking good for GVSU, but I think the retake is still possible. I mean, it's a 3v5, but, it's definitely possible. Let's see if they can do it, though.
Smoke's down.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh.
And that is end of round going to Kettering. That Cypher is really cleaning up big. You can see they're getting a lot of frags when they are needed.
Exactly. In a game like this, Valorant's such an information game. I mean, when you have that Cypher util, you're almost guaranteed a frag sometimes.
So right now, Kettering is able to control this pace. So Valorant is also all about pace. You need to be able to control the tempo and keep it in your court. If you can control it and you can make it harder for your opponents, you'll easily have a better time. And GV right now needs to change the pace, but it's still early, so they have plenty of time. I very much so believe in them.
We definitely don't want a repeat of last night, but it's looking like a little bit better. We obviously, GV has one round. If you guys watched, the match last night, there's something going on. But the first frag from Kettering onto the Gecko. Just a little bit of shooting there.
We are going to see that Haunt is going to catch a couple. They are able to get 2 right outside of showers, and we are going to see a little bit of a fight here.
player standing.
And it is a
Flawless
flawless again
round.
for
Ooh,
Kettering.
that is rough. I mean, and GVSU might need to do a save here. I'm not sure. They could buy, but we'll see.
And it looks like we are going to be seeing a potential B push from GVSU, but that obviously can change. We're still very early in the buyer phase. I think what's going to be very interesting to see is playing a little bit together.
No more
Seems like
charges
they're
left.
trying to split up a little bit too much. Let's see what they change.
And we don't want to replay that triple kill on eco round. You know, I feel like using more effective util to counter your just walk up.
That Dizzy is unfortunately not going to catch anybody. Hope that flash is going to get that camera. Be getting you.
Yeah, oh, and that tracking dart. I mean, everybody should be rotating right about now. Over.
It's still very early, so they haven't fully executed onto a site. They don't really have to brush. We are going to see some shots going in on to a site, and GVSU is down 2 players, and Kettering is up on a 5v3. They are going to rotate on over to a site, and the Kettering Sky player is going to pick up that ultimate orb, try and get that Seekers out a lot faster. We are going to see some fights outside of showers, and Sid is getting lucky data.
Yeah, these are some interesting frags here. Ooh, just walk
Victoria
right in front of
also
the
getting
crosshair.
one, and it is now a
Spike
1v3. Manpower is in the hands of Kettering. It's now 1v2.
This is looking promising. I think.
Oh, the flank.
Yeah, you never see the flank until it hits you right in the face. I mean, yeah, those headshots are brutal. But
One of my cameras is broken.
you know,
Great round played by GVSU, especially with that rotate, but not quite enough.
yeah, exactly.
We are going to see 3 ultimates on the board for both sides. We have the Raze Showstopper, the... I don't remember what Fade's ult is called, and I don't remember what Cypher's ult is called. And then we also see the Showstopper for GVSU, as well as the Resurrection for Sage, and Thrash
That goes there.
for Gecko, which... If you can detain a couple of your enemies with that Thrash and hit with the Showstopper, it could be a really cool combo. We are going to see that cam go out. We are going to see the Fade ult for Kettering and the Showstopper get played.
Back at the camera. Okay.
Getting one, so that Showstopper is going to get the GVSU state raise. We are going to have a follow-up trade. See, UA is going to walk a little bit back into that Molly, but is going to get the Fade. So it is now a 3v4 for GVSU.
Very winnable. 2 ults still on the board on GVSU side. I mean, we got something cooking here. I can smell it in the kitchen.
We are going to see that Thrash and that Rez go out for GVSU, trying to get some intel.
5v3 right now. Let's see if GVSU can pull it off. They're getting the spike down.
Why destroy?
Let's see if Sadie can hold this angle here.
It does look like we are going to have the Sky for Kettering go up into Heaven to try and hold Showers, but there is going to be a player in short. They did wall off the spike from Showers. We see Brim is going to try and fight in Lamps.
This will certainly be an interesting retake. Okay.
Oh, that's Cypher again.
Oh, Kung Fu Kenny's
They-
getting 2 and
Our tap and spike, and it is a 1v2,
1v2.
and it is now 2v0.
Oh, that's rough. You know, GVSU using a lot of ults there, even a res. I mean, you know that it was just kind of a rough. You know, like what went wrong? You know.
They didn't play horribly. They actually played really, really well. Kettering just was able to get to those other spots to get those picks that were really important for that round win. And they're able to control this pace, and they're playing really, really well. Both teams are playing really well. It's just a matter of pace, because they're both using their util really well. They're both changing up their positioning so that way they're not on a predictable spot. Because if you're playing your util, but you're playing it in a lot of the same setups, so we can even see the Kettering Cypher here is changing up his setup a little bit, because even though nobody's pushed this, he's been playing it the all game. So it's still predictable.
Yeah.
So they just need to change up the pace a little bit and make it in their favor. We are going to see that Dizzy is going to blind, so we believe it blind.
Oh, they're going to push into hookah here. Let's see something going on. This Cypher's finally going to get some action on these on this intel here. Let's see if this variety is worth it.
We are going to see First Blood go down. Michigan Man is going to get UA, but Slim is going to follow up right on that trade with that Cypher. That means all that Cypher utility that is super key for Kettering right now is gone.
It's ashes to ashes, dust to dust, folks. You know, those refrags are super important. You know, a man advantage is just super
We
important.
are going to see the GVSU Cypher ultimate play, so they are going to know where everybody is. For just a moment, we are going to hear Teleporter be used, I think.
Yeah. Let's see if we can. GVSU can survive this.
GVSU
Bomb's going down.
is
though.
going down, or was going down on A. Didn't
That-
quite make it.
That rocket launcher coming out. Let's see if we can get a frag over here.
I think that Showstopper is more going to
30
be used to
seconds
try and make space, which is also really important. It is somebody in heaven. It's a 2v4.
One
against-
enemy remaining.
It's now a 1v4.
This is very, very winnable for GVSU. Let's hope we can get another round on the board.
That Skydog not quite making contact, but we do have the Sky Seekers, and that Dizzy is also not going to make any contact. See, Sadie is looking with that cam, trying to see if you can see where the Sky is pushing, but not quite. That Sky is going to have to start pushing if they want to get the defuse. Might go for the save, which is also very valid. They're up by a lot of rounds.
Exactly. You know, I'd probably save the rifle here. It's unlikely this just looking for exit frags really. Nothing particularly special. Just playing a little conservative.
Especially with holding on to that operator.
Oh, that's a big purchase there. A lot of impact over the map control. I mean, it's a point and click adventure with that thing. You know, taking the enemy team one by one.
Are going to drop the operator probably for another player to grab it. I don't know who exactly grabbed it.
Yeah. Every team's got their designated operator player. You know.
I'm not my team's operator player.
No. I'm far more comfortable with a Vandal. That's for sure.
We are going to see the Cypher change up their setup again, which again is definitely trying to make sure that they're not predictable with their util. If your util's going in the same spots every time,
They're gonna
it's-
pick up on it. You know.
Exactly, they're going to play around it.
Prepare for hellfire.
We are going to see the Brim ult go down fast for
That's
GVSU.
so early into the round. I don't.
Trying to clear out an area so you're able to push. We are going to see Cypher v Cypher, and it is the Kettering Cypher who's going to
Ugh,
win
that's
that.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Unfortunate for Sadie. But that Cypher is now down heavily, as well as the Brim. They're both at about half HP, so they're either going to have to wait for the Sky. And there's the Kettering Brim ult.
Wow. There's a lot of ults going down. I love a good Brim ult. That laser from the sky is pretty cool. Let's see if they can work off it here.
We are going to see the Wingman try and plant, but not quite making it. Michigan Man going to get Sid. Yui is going to follow up on the trade on, I don't know the Brim's name, because I couldn't quite see it. We are going to see the Sage heal themselves for GVSU, and the Sky heal. Lucky Data is getting pick after pick, it seems.
UA got a good frag there, but I'm not
Nice
sure if there's
trade.
much you can do. 1v3 scenario.
And Kettering is also just holding all of the angles on the bomb. And there's the pick onto UA. Unfortunately, it is now 7-2 for Kettering.
Yeah, that's a rough. We're getting closer towards the half here, but GVSU picks up a few rounds. It's not too bad. Let's just hope we change the trajectory of this. No ultimates present anymore. Everybody's all used up now. But let's see if we can make something happen. What do you think GVSU's doing wrong here? Or
I don't think they're doing anything wrong. I think they're playing really solidly.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a matter of getting the bomb down, because once that bomb is down, they're doing really, really well. That's how they've won the past 2 rounds. Is the bomb has gone down and it's exploded. But I think they're just having trouble getting bomb onto say. We are going to see a push, what looks like all the way onto A. So all that Cypher utility on B is not going to be very useful. We are going to hear that Sky Flash go down, be long, not quite hitting anybody.
The dreaded showers push. Let's see if they can make
They
something.
were able to get that orb in showers, I believe, to get Gecko ult for Thrash. We are going to see some Bait util also in showers.
Yeah. Let's make something happen, GVSU. I'm excited. Looks like they're all kind of gathering up towards mid. Let's see.
They're
towards B.
going for a push in through Hookah, so we might see some fight with that Cypher utility.
I mean, we see that going down every round. Let's finally see something happen.
Michigan Man did take the teleporter over towards showers and was able to pick off, I believe it was Sadie, picked off. We are going to see smokes go
Launching
down.
smoke.
Oh yeah!
And we are going to hear that Thrash go down. Go down in
Huge util
long.
use for Grand Valley here. Let's see if they can make something of it. And if they get that bomb down, I think that's
Yes.
Grand Valley's big strategy, like you were saying. You know, it looks like Spike's going down. Let's see if they can hold on to it.
Did get one on Slim, and we also I believe I think it was GVSU Rays who got one with the Judge. We are going to see Thrash again. Gecko has that really awesome ability where you can pick up his stuff, even his ult. And Michigan Man is going to get one more. Slim is getting with the trade.
Oh my God.
Great round for GVSU. Again, once they get bombed down, they're set.
They're fine. You know, it's getting on site. You know, clearing it out, using that util. You know,
Exactly.
Once you get on the site, GVSU is golden. You know, obviously that's the tricky part of this game. You know, but let's see if they can make something happen here.
We are going to see that operator fall out of the hands of Kettering. I don't believe anybody in GV picked it up. No, nobody in GV seemed to have picked up the operator, which is valid. Sometimes that operator is not a fun gun to play with. If you're not good with it, if you're not confident with it, it's not good.
Oh yeah, but you know, it is still very useful. I mean, that one hit
It can
kill.
be used to at least make pressure.
Exactly. Yeah, if you know that somebody's holding an operator angle, it's
Lucky Data is getting two
Wow.
right away, and Spike down.
and that's
believe,
unfortunate
on
for us.
A.
But,
So it is now a 5v3. Sadie is going to get pinged by, I believe, the Cypher Cam Dart. Yeah. Sadie is going to get the other Cypher. Lucky Data is going to
and the
get
stage
one
with
back.
the refrag. Yeah. Let's see if we can getting pushed
Now
two
it
sides
is
here.
2v3 and the utility going to, I believe, heal herself or get the slow orb. But the Bram on the other side definitely was not having it. It is now a 1v3. It's going to be a fight in short, I believe. No, they're all rotating through showers, but they've got bomb. They've got to hold it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, once that bomb is down, you protect it like it's your newborn child. I mean,
And there's the Sky Seekers just going to reveal that identity,
Ooh.
even though Sadie does destroy it.
Camera taken
it's critical, you know, when you're when it's a 1v3 scenario. You know, the enemy team doesn't know where you are. But
Sadie now knows where they are, and
Ugh.
so close. That was a great pick by both teams, and it is now 8-3 Kettering.
Last round before the switch.
And it's last round before swap, so this is where all the teams are going to go for broke. If you have your ult, you're going to use it, because you don't get to use it in the next half. You have to re-earn it.
This one's for all the marbles. They're not really, just this one particular marble. But you know, new round, new GVSU. We're going to be on the defense. Let's see if we can do a little better. But you know, I got faith in this last round here.
We are going to see Slim with the Judge. I love a Ray's Judge play with satchels.
Oh,
Or
so
with
aggressive.
the Bucky, actually.
Wow,
Excuse
wow.
me.
Yeah, I mean these. I love as much as I love shotguns in Valorant. They're a little unreliable, but I'm sure GVSU can make something of it.
If you're good with a shotgun, it can be really reliable. We are going to see Michigan Man get the first blood on to Sage for GVSU. Is now a 5v4. We do see the Showstopper and the Cypher ult in the hands of Kettering. See Cypher Kettering Cypher getting the GV Cypher, and that is spiked down on B, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got a 2v5 scenario here. Let's just hope it's
And
not a
there
flag.
is the Kettering ult.
Oh, and we got a frag from UA onto Kung Fu Kemi. Let's see.
Last player standing.
It is now a...
Oh.
Oh, that was unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a little bit of BM there, maybe. But, you know, that's...
Not really. I mean,
yeah.
it's 1v5. We do see the 9-3. So there's the 9-3 curse. We might see it. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. We can, you know... we've seen it many a times before in majors. Maybe we see it in game changers. Who knows? But let's see. GVSU is going to be on the defense now, so definitely a change of pace. You know, I feel like they're good at defending that bomb when they get it down. You know, hopefully they're just as good as defending sites.
Yes. So GVSU really needs to take the pace of this game and make it theirs, because right now Kettering is able to just do whatever they want. They can control the game because right now the pace is all on their side of the court. GVSU, they need to change that pace into how they play. They play a little slower. Kettering plays a little quicker.
Yeah, that momentum and pace is, I mean, crucial. Capital C there. Yeah.
We are going to see some fighting through showers, and we are going to see GVSU Sage healing Gecko. We're going to see the wall go up in showers, so they can't push through showers at the brick wall. So they know they have a little bit of security. We're going to see some util used over in short.
Sadie's rotating over into
So
A.
that is first blood, but we got the refrag. for Kettering. It is now a 3v3, 2v3, but fairly even.
Still very
HP.
winnable. Sadie has the high ground here. Just got a little glimpse of a head there. Let's see if they can make it their own.
And Sadie is going to get the enemy Cypher getting revenge. And GV's currently at an HP advantage. They both have, I believe,
enemy
almost
remaining.
close to full HP.
One right click and that that Brim's dead.
It
Let's
is
see.
a 1.
Ooh, the frenzy.
And
Yay.
it is a round for GVSU.
Hopefully this is signs of something to come. That was a pretty good retake. You know, it's setting the they're setting the pace. You know?
Exactly. They're stopping that momentum for Kettering early, which is incredibly important. If you're able to stop that momentum, whether that be a timeout or just a round win after round win, then you're able to get in your enemies' heads. Because Valorant's also just a mental game, a lot like other FPS games.
Yeah, if you're sitting at the monitor tilted, you're not gonna.
Exactly.
That util use is gonna go down, or you know, something like that.
Does look like we are going to see the 4 on one site and the 1 on the other. This is a strategy I kind of like. It depends on the map. I like it more on like bind or
This goes
split.
here.
But it does look like we are going to see a bit of a default on Kettering side. We're going to see some movement through showers and through long.
I think they can afford to do this 4v1. You know, this
Yes.
this Cypher here is he's just so powerful with all that information he can get and those traps and all that sort of
And
stuff.
now they know that they're grabbing orb long, and we are going to see first blood in showers, but the refrag. Looks like Kettering might be taking teleporter. No. Oh, we do hear teleporter.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see if they can make something of it.
Does look like Kettering might be trying to push up through short. We do see UA holding on to smokes, ready to put them down.
UA's thinking it's a little quiet, a little too quiet. He just saw them, a little bit of shoulder. He's going to use that molly to block them off there. See if he can get a frag here.
Does
Yeah,
look like they
there
are going to push out on into B. Currently, there's no... Both the Cyphers are on B, but neither of them see each other. We do see that Sky Flash is going to go onto a site. And they are
30
pushing
seconds
all
left.
through hookah. Kettering does need to get bombed down soon if they want to get the round.
Yeah.
Cage 3.
That
Sorry.
Cypher cage is going to be crucial, but Kettering Cypher was moving around, and they are going to get bombed down, so it's going to be a 4v3.
10 seconds
Manpower is in the hands
Spike
of
planted.
Kettering, but we see JVSU playing together. Playing together is also a really great idea. We are going to see that Wingman and that Dizzy come out trying to clear.
Yeah, they're gonna GVSU has a lot of util to retake. Let's see if they can utilize it effectively here. Put the
We are
first
gonna
frag on UA. Let's see.
We see one with Slim.
Oh, this is looking good. These
They are
retakes.
pushing in through,
Diffuse just a little bit. Everybody's flashed. It's a kind of
Tap-
common thing here.
tapping the bomb, trying to
enemy
get
remaining.
them to know themselves. And GVSU is going to take another round.
Wow, this Gecko's really the spotlight. I mean, those frags are crucial.
I feel like Gecko's a really hidden gem on Bind. I feel like either people play him or don't on Bind. Like no in between of like, well, sometimes depending on the comp. I think he's awesome, and there's a lot of really great options on Bind, especially all those different corners that your util can bounce off, because a lot of Gecko's util bounces.
Of
That's really
course,
cool.
yeah. I'm kind of in the same boat here. I think you know. I think Game Changers is saying, you know, like, hey, you can use Gecko in this map, and it works out great as we're seeing here.
Yes, this should do.
Especially with the new Sky nerfs, where you only get the one flash. The second flash does
Ooh,
not.
that goes there.
You only get the 2
Yes,
flashes.
this should
The
do.
Yeah.
second the other one does not regen. Whereas with Gecko, you get as many flashes as you pick up.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I think those reusable flashes, and I mean, having util is always key to taking a site or to
Exactly.
retaking it, and if you can recharge that in some way, that's that's amazing.
We are going to see Kettering push up into showers and
Yeah,
try
let's-
and execute, but there is again that 1 and 4 on both sides.
Yeah, let's see if we can cut over to there.
We are going to see the Kettering Cypher get first blood on to GVSU Sage. It is now a 4v3. We are going to see GVSU Cypher Roshi. We are going to see that spike go down.
Spike go
Spike
down.
planted.
Pretty good take. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a whole lot of the action, so there's not much to commentate on. But that Cypher ult coming out, that's going to be
In a 1v5 scenario.
out
Not
classic.
quite classic versus a Vandal. Not quite the best matchup.
That right click, it's a gamble. It doesn't always pay out right, and you know. Didn't get anything there on that slot machine. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Looks like we might see a 5 setup.
5 on A. Wow, wow, wow. Maybe just some util use. Who knows? But that's and it looks like
Honestly, I don't hate a 5-man setup out of sight. I think it's just crazy enough that it could work. If you do it right, nope, we are going to see the 4-1.
Yeah, I would hope so. Especially with Kettering, they're definitely angling towards B, and nothing being set up there. They're gonna obviously notice that and be able to walk onto site.
We are going to see that fade cat, because it's a cat, not a dog, go in through hookah. They are able to take space both hookah and over in garden. But with that Cypher cam setup, but we also do see the Cypher ult in the hands of GVSU. That nade and cat and dog and that.
Robot. It's the whole zoo coming out to take this almost empty site here. But there is some rotates coming around, and that Spikes is going down.
This is good for GVSU because they are using a lot of util. That's a lot of util that they're not going to get for retake or for holding the spike. Wait is going to get caught by that tripwire and is going to get taken out by Kettering, but GVSU is going to get the refrag.
Oh, and
that Brim ult
yeah,
trying to clear off a bomb.
Yeah, creating space with that is
A tad early. It is now a 1v2, 1v1.
1v1. Can Sid catch this out? And he gets
do.
it. That's a headshot there. And
that is another round for GVSU.
That is big.
Sid with a great 3K that round. And that Brim ult, I feel like, went out a little too early.
Yeah.
But also tapping it as soon as you hear someone tap bomb, not a bad idea.
Exactly.
And
You could get a kill, could force people off your defuse, you know?
And we are going to see the Thrash. I believe Sid was able to get Thrash this past round. We are going to see the Sky Seekers for the Kettering team. So very interesting to see how both initiators will use their ults this round.
Definitely. You know, initiators, they dictate the pace, they dictate how fast sites are taken, you know, all that sort of stuff. You know, when they have the ults, power's in their hands.
Does look like we are going to see Kettering set up a little bit of an A push. And
We still have the same 5-man B.
A.
Or A, sorry. Going over to B now with Sadie here. It's definitely worked out for him last round, so I was a little skeptical at first, but it seems to be working.
It's going to be a battle of the Cyphers over on B side. We have to see how that goes. We are going to see Kettering is still holding it. And UA is going to get first blood on the Kettering Brim. And we are going to see a trade back from the Kettering Fade. I believe their username is Java. Java? I can't quite tell because it's very small text. It is now a 4v4 for both teams down their own Brim.
Yeah.
We are also going to see that Showstopper come out for Kettering. I don't know if they're going to use it. That Haunt not quite getting anybody, and the Sky Seekers. Kettering Cypher was just better in that match.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
We are going to see another pick for Kettering. It is a 4v2.
That was a rough one. I've seen sprays like that in my comps. But
Spectre sprays,
yeah.
Sometimes you just got to spray and pray.
Yeah, but that spike is going down. GVSU, again, thrives on the retakes. Let's see if this 1v3 pulls off.
Lem is going to pick up the Phantom. He's going to do some serious damage to, I believe that is the Rays.
Yeah, both Rays and Cypher are low HP. This is definitely winnable for GV here. Let's see if Slim can clutch it out here.
That Haunt is going to catch him. I don't actually know where that Haunt went.
Yeah, Mark though, that's big.
Slim is in kind of a tricky spot. They have to do something, even if it's just saving.
Yeah, I think the saving the rifle here might be the good choice, but does get the headshot on the Slim. Unfortunate. Taking the round.
Now 11-6 for Kettering. It is only map 1. We are going to see 2 more maps, I believe, after this.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly 2 more maps.
Hopefully on that one, GV will come back, win this, and you know, get another GV win. You know, gotta think positive, manifest that. But yeah, overall, very good game, very close. I'm liking it a lot. Definitely, it's entertaining.
GVSU does have almost a full set of ults. They have the Resurrection, they have the Thrash, they have the Showstopper, they have the Cypher ult. One of these days, I'm going to remember what the Cypher ult is called.
Yeah, poor little Brim's all left out of the ult party, but...
Probably very close.
Yeah. He gets an orb or something like that.
The Sky Cat is going to... Fate Cat.
Ooh.
Oh, Java is going to get first blood on to Sadie, so that is B control. It is now. We are going to see Thrash go out and get into hookah, but not quite getting. But there's the showstopper and the fatal. Showstopper not quite getting anybody, but Lucky Data is going to get that frag on to Slim. It seems like everybody on GVSU got marked with that fatal.
Yeah, that's marked information. This is the key parts of this.
On top of that information, the fatal will make you deaf. You're not going to be able to hear any things that are going on, so comps are really important. The Brim and the Raze for Kettering able to get some really clean shots at the end. And it is now 12-6 GVSU. We're going to see a showstopper in the hands of Kettering.
Match point.
This
it's first to 13 here, so GV's got to pull a lot of rounds out, or
this is where
map
GV
1.
is going to have to force every round they're alive.
Yeah, exactly.
But we are working with a couple of ults, so we have the I can never actually remember what Brim ult is called, but we have the Brim ult, we have the Raz, we have the Cypher ult. Interested to see when those will come out, because they got to use them.
We're going to prepare for Hellfire shortly. I'm pretty sure.
Hellfire, that's what it's called.
But let's see how GV plays it.
It's going to be a battle of the Cyphers again.
Again, this judge. Oh.
And Sadie is the better Cypher this match, and we're going to see a rifle in their hands as well as the ult go down. So they do know that this is very much so in a pushing into a short. That information is key, especially using that Brim ult. That Haunt doesn't quite get anybody, and there is the Hellfire. Also doesn't seem to get anybody.
And here is the Cypher flank. Oh, no!
The rotate!
No!
Unfortunate of it.
It's the Valorant curse. As soon as you look away from an angle, the enemy comes right out.
Exactly.
But unfortunate.
And Sliv is going to get the pick on Michigan Man with the Spectre, I believe, pick up a rifle.
Michigan Man's been pretty big these past few rounds, so getting them out of the way is pretty crucial.
GVSU does have the man advantage and has the res. If I believe it's Toria, Toria has the chance to go and rotate the art. Wait, it's going to get a pick on with the set.
Ooh,
And
super
there
chaotic.
is the round. It is going to be 12-7 for GVSU. That ending was a little bit quick.
Inching ever more closer to that overtime. Let's see if GV can put up another few rounds. But they're holding on by a thread. That rope's almost snapped, but they might be able to climb past it.
Exactly. You're going to see the Hellfire go over to Kettering now with that showstopper.
The ults are definitely shifting. I mean, GV used a lot of util, a lot of ults to take those sites. I mean,
Well, they had to. They weren't going to
yeah,
have them
exactly.
anyway.
If you don't use them, you're going to lose them. So
Yes, this should do.
let's see if they can keep that momentum going for the next few rounds. Hadn't seen that Cypher set up.
It does look like Kettering is setting up to go
Yes,
and
this
push
should
into
do.
A for short again.
Pretty good setup.
Prepare for
It's going to be quiet there. That Hellfire from Kettering is going to really badly damage GVSU. And that showstopper is going to get GVSU, but UA is going to get a good pick. That is that Sage res down, and especially in these crucial rounds, it can be really unfortunate.
Yeah, Brim's super low HP, but it is, GVSU is a man advantage.
We do see somebody. We are going to see Kettering, I believe, planting on A. We are going to see that Dizzy get back up. So GVSU is now having to rotate and play retake, which I feel like can be GVSU's strong point.
Yeah, retake. I mean, it's like as soon as that bomb goes down, GV just flicks a little switch in their minds and they go beast mode. Let's see if they can do it again.
It is a 2v4, so GVSU is at a man advantage. That Haunt isn't going to quite get anybody, and it is now a 1. That's 2. Slim gets the, I believe it's a 4K. Yeah, it's 4K. Awesome job. It is now 12-8 GVSU.
These are this is looking good. I was a little scared. I was a little worried, but
Always
GV
got to believe in the 9-3 curse.
Exactly. Yeah, you were right. We saw the 9-3, and now GV's coming back, and hopefully we'll see an overtime.
And on top of coming back just round-wise, they are also putting a lot of pressure and getting into Kettering's heads in a way.
Mental
because
game.
if you're up by, because they were up, I believe, by, 6 rounds at one point?
Yeah.
And now that has inched down to 4 rounds, they have less time to kind of relax, sit back, okay, it's fine.
That confidence of
Exactly.
we got this is easing into maybe we don't. And that's a mental game, just like any sport, whether it be virtual or
Well,
not.
we are going to see a couple people push up into long, as well as a sky dog in hookah. Sadie is going to hear some footsteps down long.
Camera taken out.
Let's see if Sadie can get the judge kill.
Gets one. Can you get the other?
Oh,
Unfortunate.
yeah.
Both players had to pull out the classic.
Yeah, that's always a sign of a fun engagement when you got to pull out the
Exactly.
pistol.
So there's not a 4v4.
That bomb is going down. 4v4. Not a lot of you two
Spike
use.
planted.
Michigan
Yeah.
ain't getting that frag again. Oof. It's
So you
rough.
get GVSU safe, so that is not.
Cypher ult going down.
So
Ooh.
that is going to give Kettering all the information, but we do see that showstopper for GV, and that showstopper has been really, really influential these past couple rounds. So I'll be very interested to see.
Hopefully they'll set a fire in the hole here real quick.
Slim is going to get one. He's going to execute out through a CT. They know nobody's in on bomb. There's the showstopper.
See if they can utilize it.
Oh, not quite.
Oh.
And that is map. Bind is going to go to Kettering. Lots of GTs in the chat. It was a really well played game by both teams. We're going to see the standings in just a moment.
Yeah, exactly. This was, it was definitely a close game.
So as we can see, the Raze is such a strong pick on Bind. You'd see both Kettering and GVSU's Razes with over 20 kills. And we see that Cypher util was super important. Even if you weren't able to get picks, you can tell where your enemy is going. That's super big.
Yeah, sometimes knowing somebody's there is more important than getting that
Yes.
pick. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a very good match, very very even, very well played. Just GV struggled a little bit in the beginning there, and I think that might have helped them lose the match.
Even then, you're still able to bring back all those rounds. You're telling Kettering, hey, we can do this. We're scrappy. We can pick those rounds back up. Getting into their heads, and now they know how Kettering plays. That's the big thing.
Exactly, and going into map 2, I think GVSU has the advantage here. They got the mental game. They were
Exactly.
winning a few rounds. They're coming back, and obviously it's hard to win 6 rounds in a row. But I think GVSU's next map, whatever they choose, I think it'll be a lot
We
of
don't
fun.
know which team chose Bind. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
I believe, honestly, I feel like Bind could have been either team's pick. I feel like Kettering was a lot stronger on it. Probably, even if it wasn't their pick, they were perfectly fine with it.
Yeah. So we're gonna just take a few minute break here and stay tuned though for map number 2.
We'll be back.
Welcome
Hello.
back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to map 2 now.
Map 2 is going to be split, and that is GVSU's pick. So Bind was Kettering's pick, we asked. And then GVSU pick split, and the last map is going to be Icebox if we get to it. But
Yeah,
I hope we do, because we're going to see a 2-0 come back.
We'll see it. We'll see Icebox
Exactly.
after the GV win this round.
Exactly.
But I feel like GVs, we got the momentum, we got the mental game.
They're hyped up.
Everything's pointing GV. But let's see if we can maintain that for the rest of the round.
Now, what are your thoughts on split?
It's not a huge fan, honestly.
Not a fan?
No.
I love split. It's one of my favorite maps.
But it is always interesting to, maybe not to play, but definitely to watch. It's a lot of fun. And I'm sure you guys at home love it too. But yeah, it's I always get a little frustrated playing on it. With the.
I feel like as a Sky and Killjoy main, it's just great for me. I have fun anytime I play it.
Yeah, I play Brim mostly, so I'm doing my little iPad baby with the smokes on my wrist. But and every map kind of plays the same. I just smoke the exits and the entrances and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to see how the game changers play it. They definitely play it better than I do. But
I
we'll
think
see
we're
how
going to be getting into the lobby soon. I think players are just finishing out the breaks, getting some water, getting a little bit of a stretch in for the game, because these games are long. They take a while.
Exactly. We've been on the air for who knows how long, and now we're going on to map 2. But what are your expectations for the map?
I want to see GVSU's Game Changers team. I want to see them take the pace and say, "Hey, we're here. We're gonna make you're gonna listen to us. We're gonna control this pace, and it's gonna be our dynamic. You're gonna play essentially our game."
Yeah.
I want to see GVSU take charge.
Take the lead.
Exactly.
They've been kind of sitting back like, oh no, I don't know, and then letting
Well,
Kettering.
not necessarily, because they're able to pull back those rounds at the very end on Bind.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Bind.
Yeah, but I feel like that they're a little more passive. But if GV gets in there and boom, sets the pace, I mean that's a win.
And this is going to be GVSU's pick. So
Yeah.
this is obviously a map that they feel very
They're
comfortable with.
they're comfortable with it. They're
Exactly.
practicing on it. They like it. I mean that's when
That's what you assume when it's somebody's pick.
it's home field advantage. I mean nothing better than that. But we're going to be getting on over.
We are going into the lobby. We see a hovering ISO. I've been wanting to see a team play ISO for so long. We are going to see that's for Kettering. For GVSU, we are going to see the lock-in on the Gecko, on the Viper, and on the Omen and the Sage. Those are all fairly safe picks. Gecko is also very strong on split. Viper, Omen, Sage, very standard picks for split. We are going to see the Raze lock-in. We are also going to see some role change for GV. We are going to see the Race. We are going to see essentially the same comp as last time, just different Sentinels and controllers.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Kind of that philosophy.
We are going to see the double initiator comp again over with Kettering. They really like that double initiator, that Fade, and that Sky. That Fade-Sky duo can be really strong if you play it right.
Oh, especially. I mean, those flashes, man. those birds, they always catch me. But let's see if they can pull it off here.
Omen is also a great pick on split just because there's a lot of really good spots for smokes as well as that teleport. I feel like teleport's strong on any map, but specifically on split.
Yeah. I mean, with this verticality that you're playing with,
Exactly.
getting up to a ledge without using those ropes or taking the stairs, definitely a better alternative.
So GVSU is going to be defending first, whereas Kettering is going to be attacking first. And I'm really excited for pistol round. What do you think the score is going to be at the end of this map?
At the end of this map, I'm thinking GVSU 13, obviously.
Yeah,
And
obviously.
Kettering, I think they pick up a couple rounds. It'll be close. I'm thinking 8. I'm thinking
You're thinking 8?
13-8 GV.
I'm going to say, this is what I guessed last time I was here with Premier. I'm going to guess 13-5 for GV.
All right. I mean, I'm an optimist. I love thinking, good things. But
We are going to see some fight over in A.
yeah, let's see if GV can
Taking a
pistol.
spam through the smoke. Not quite getting anybody, but is going to get rid of that Fade. Cat, that Haunt, not quite getting anyone. UA is going to get first blood on Lucky Data.
You always pick the util up or you switch to the knife right as they round the corner. GV with the pretty even, slight health advantage. Let's see if they can press this. Slim walking her along this wall here.
Toxin screen down.
That is a good wall. Is giving them some safety in heaven. It's going to be a rotate through sewers.
Ooh, and Slim might be able to catch one of them.
Slim
Ooh,
gets one.
Gets one.
Gets
two. And can get the third. Oh.
Almost.
Almost. Oh.
Not quite.
Yeah, a
But
little
that
bit of
Molly
fumble
is
around.
that Viper's Molly is going to make it hard for him to push on to say he has to get Spike down in order to run, and he's kind of locked. He does not realize that GVSU is not right. He
30
can
seconds
get
left.
picked off right away. So he's got 30 seconds to get Spike down, and looks like he's going to push over through main, I think.
Yeah, low health, a ghost. It's a bad combination.
No, he's
for
going to
this
push up into
Omen.
heaven. We're going to see a little duel between... I mean, he has to get Spike down. But Sid's going to get him. Doesn't matter anyways. And that is one round up for GVSU, and that's what we like to see on a pistol round.
Speaking of omens, we were setting good omens for this game. You know, pistol round. Yeah, the mental game. We are going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if they can take this into the lead here. Interesting setup from Kettering. It looks like they're pushing B this round. Let's see if they can do it.
I will say I feel like a lot of teams push B main very first round. B is very safe to push, whereas A, it can be a little tricky.
You definitely got to use a little more util on A. B's kind of pretty straightforward. You know, you just. I'm interested to see how they play it. It'll be, you know, the Sage and the Viper combo. That's an iron defense right over there. But yeah,
We're not going to see anything. We are going to see that nade go down into B. Do a little bit of damage to Slim, but Slim gets the pick on Lucky Data. So GVSU is going to send a couple to rotate maybe, but that Kettering Cypher is trying to pick out. We got through mid. So we'll see that wall. That wall is giving great security. So that way they know they're not going to be able to push up into heaven unless they break it.
Yeah, you'll definitely hear that. Basically like a bell, you know, alarm bell. If they try to go through there.
Well, not quite.
Yeah.
You'll see on the map that the wall portion went down. There's not like a sound.
Yeah.
That wingman is trying to clear up mid. Double checking that nobody peeked through it. Believe that wall went down. Yes, it did. So mid is now viable. Does not look like Sadie's going to pick up that wingman.
Yeah, let's see how they play it. I'm seeing two rotate
30
over towards
seconds
A.
left.
Slim is going to get another one.
And that's
and gets
two.
3.
No charges left.
And the last two are very
Enemy
split.
remaining.
That is 4.
Spike down B.
And that is the last person. So getting the last player
Wow,
for Kettering.
quad kill for Slim. I mean, wow.
That's a great round.
Putting in the work here. Top of the scoreboard there.
Right there.
Yeah, I mean, GV's, they've got it. They're starting off strong. Let's just hope they can maintain this sort of pressure, and they're dictating the pace. You know, they're telling them, yeah, okay, you got to push through a wall, you got to go through our Viper, you know, before you get to site. And I think that's, you know, they did almost exactly what you're talking about.
You can see that GV is definitely
other
very
side.
comfortable on split. As like right now, you can tell that they feel comfortable. They know how to play this map.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, even just watching people hop around all happy, like, you know, you can see whether somebody's comfortable on this. But it looks like there's a pretty big mid push here.
Kettering is trying to push up mid to heaven. That Omen smoke for Kettering does go down, but we have both walls up in mid. The Kettering is going to rotate.
Sadie in a
Oh,
good
gets one. That is first blood for Kettering, but Sid gets the trade right back. That wall portion is down in mid. GV is going to grab that orb, gets them closer to, I believe it was Showstopper.
Toxins going up.
Sadie is going to get one more on that Cypher, getting revenge for all those Cypher picks last map.
Yeah, let's.
Toxin screen down.
That Viper wall is going to have to go down to regen.
Ooh, that
Like-
Sage just right in the head. Boom.
Yeah.
Knocked out. Slim calling for backup on the ping. You get a little trigger discipline here. Just let him walk right in front of her.
One
Oh.
Exactly.
remaining.
That's one.
Look at
and
that.
now
That's-
2v1, and they know where they are, and they have Spike. GV is at a
30
great
seconds
spot
left.
right now. Lucky Data has to make something work in order to grab Spike and plant, and they're running out of time.
Slim has been doing excellent this game. Top of the scoreboard, and we just saw that trip. You know, that you know, the trigger discipline, and then that double kill there. I mean,
Definitely having that trigger discipline. If you see multiple enemies walking in front, they're not going to clear you. That box is I feel like it's never cleared. Or at
Okay.
least Milo, it's never cleared. So Slim did an amazing job taking advantage of that knowledge. You're gonna see that Viper wall. Go back there. It's a great wall. It takes care of ramps for a heaven. It takes care of mid. We are gonna see that. We're gonna see a little cheeky little one way.
Maybe, maybe. Let's see.
Come on, I love seeing little one ways with Viper.
And-
Yes.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Kettering is gonna push in through the main.
Someone's had fire aim tonight, so let's see if they can take
Poison
that
orb
here.
removed.
That one way goes down. That's definitely, again, dictating the pace. You know, when they use that util in those one ways, they're making sure, okay, you got to wait till this is done, you know, to push onto site or risk getting killed.
Slim does also have that Viper Pit, so I'll be interested to see if they try and put the Viper Pit down early, so that way they have control.
Ooh, 2
Almost
health.
gonna die to that nade.
That is rough.
And they do know, but the Sage heal.
Always
Is it
some
gonna
good
heal
save.
for? I don't think it heals all the way. Oh no, it does.
Yeah, yeah. 2 to 100. That's pretty good value on the Sage here, but
Thought they had nerfed it to 60, so I was like, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I also don't remember.
might have been a revert. But
Yeah, they may have reverted it.
yeah, I definitely get mad. You know, Valorant's a headshot game. You know, if you're getting healed or whatever, it's better be worth
Well, you
your
can't
while.
out heal a headshot.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. You know. Oh,
It-
and
it's gonna get caught by that tripwire.
30 seconds left.
Nade goes out,
Spike
gets one
down,
more.
B.
wow.
And
One
GVSU is just
enemy remaining.
cleaning up. You could tell that this is very comfortable. And now they have the showstopper. So it'll be really interesting. But Kettering, if you look at tab, Kettering is still holding on close to it.
Wowie wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Kettering University timeout.
Kettering is going to call that timeout. They are trying to stop the momentum of GVSU.
They're stressing. They're freaking out. What are they doing? What's GV doing? They're isolating them. They're dictating pace. They're using effective util. GV has this in the bag, and Kettering sweating. They're getting a little nervous. They're getting a little. I mean, I'd be shaking a little bit. I mean, they're walking all over them right now. You know, 4-0. They're obviously doing something wrong.
Well, when we say stop momentum, this is one of those ways because they're physically stopping GVSU from being able to play, to move around, to get ready for this round. It's physically stopping that momentum. So when you stop momentum, you're either stopping it by getting rounds, which is ideally, but if you're at a tournament setting where you can do a timeout, you try and stop it with a timeout.
I mean, black and white, big red text in the middle of the screen. Definitely a mental game. You know, you're literally stopping them. But I'm sure Kettering's their coach is saying something. You know, let's see if they change their strategy or what's going on here. What they got planned for this next round. People were going A and then they shifted over to B. So definitely something of substance was said. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
You might see that Omen lurk through A, which will be very interesting. We do see Kettering is actually very close to getting several ults close to, I believe, the Cypher ult. Here's the showstopper for
Oh, and I love a good
GVSU.
satchel play. This is so much fun. But
Not quite going to find anybody.
ooh,
Oh!
maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
unfortunately, just the one.
7 health though. That's pretty low. I mean, that's just one bolt to the pinky toe, and they're
And
gone.
the Kettering's guy is going to heal that. Omen's to heal all that damage, but I believe it's going to get rid of all of that heal. I've done that heal before. It gets rid of almost all of it.
Yeah, GV didn't
Are
use it quite
pushing-
effectively, but that's kind of just luck. Nobody was there pushing that site.
Look over. Kettering is pushing through heaven on
I know
A.
exactly.
This is a
And-
pretty heavy flank though from GV, just coming right up behind them in mid.
There is the Cypher ult. So Kettering does now know where they are, which is going to be huge. for
Bomb
this
is
plant.
going down though on A. GV loves their retakes, so let's see if they're in home turf. This is their favorite, part of the match. Those retakes or Bomb getting put down. So let's see. I've got good hopes. Let's get some frags and some retakes.
There is the mark, so Kettering is going to know where they are, but at the same time, it's not going to quite matter.
Doesn't even matter here with Sage. Look at this aim, double kill for Toria here.
Last
We're
player
going to get one, but
standing.
it is going to get picked off. It is now a 1v3.
1v3.
1v2.
Oh,
Slim
here,
getting some nice picks.
Here's the favorite, Slim, top of the scoreboard right now. Can they secure
Not-
maybe an exit frag? I
There's
don't know.
not quite enough time for
Yeah.
that defuse, so Sid is going to probably, going to go on save. So is both Kettering.
Yeah. That Viper ult has been sitting dormant for quite a little bit. Maybe
Like
maybe
a round or two.
yeah, maybe it'll get a
But it's
use.
still early.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm going to see the Fade ultimate, I think. I want to say it's Nightmare, but it's not.
Yeah, something, but it's from Fate.
Exactly. That ultimate is now in the hands of Kettering. And last map on Bind, that ultimate was really, really smartly used and got all of GV. So I'll be very interested to see how it's used again.
Yeah, definitely more spread out this time. Oh, another setup here from Slim here. Oh, very pixel perfect. Wow, another one-way, it looks
A
like.
lot of lineups in Valorant are very specific to pixels.
Exactly. You know, maybe not jump throws like CS, but pixel perfect. You know, that's something.
A nice little
Oh, and look at
one-way.
that. That is such a good angle. We always love seeing tech over here. That's so cool. But unfortunately, they are going the other way. Looks over toward position over towards mid and B.
If we can go over to Kettering, they are fighting over in mid and
Boys and
a
Ace,
little
you're
bit.
there.
There is that fatal. I don't think it catches anything. I think
Yeah.
it caught GVSU Sage Victoria.
Hopefully, we can switch over to our player on B. Yep. And there we go. We're getting some action here.
There is going to be that Kettering blind, but
Oh, wow. Sadie Slim right behind. Wow, wow,
means
wow.
a nice little dynamic duo. It's going to be a 5v2 man advantage, and but
Ooh.
Kettering is able to get 2. It's now a 3v2.
2v2.
3v2.
We got a HP advantage. We got Slim with the ult. Let's see. Cypher. Oh, it's 1v1. GVSU.
And we have Bomb.
Slim versus Cypher. That's quite the duo. Let's see.
They're doing a little bit of ring around the rosy. Oh,
30
maybe not.
seconds left.
30 seconds left. Cypher cam. Now he knows where he is. And
And doesn't matter. Slim is going to get that 3K. Slim is doing work today.
wow, you see, you talk about Peeker's advantage. Slim does not care. I
Nope.
mean, just headshot, 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 boom, flank it around. Doing wonderful work. Viper, I mean, not like a traditional like frag operator, but
A lot of
going
times
for
you
it.
would imagine your initiators or especially your duelists, they're the ones that you'd expect to be top of the leaderboard.
Not a controller, like,
It doesn't matter what your role is. If you can frag out, you can frag out. What
And-
matters is that you're helping your team, which you can definitely see everybody in GV is working hard. It's a 5v1 for GV. That's a great round. The artist at Viper Pit go down mid, get control of mid, stops anybody from wanting to push it.
Exactly.
And it looks like Kettering is going to push in through B main with Toria holding B main.
And this mid hold is
Toria is going to get first blood down in B main. Kettering is going to probably pause. There's also a wall, I believe. Yes, there's a wall down on the entrance from B main into
Toxins
site.
going up.
oh,
There's the Viper wall. I believe.
Viper wall and the Viper pit. Grueling combo here. I can't really do anything against it.
Toxin screen
Well, because
down.
even in the Viper Pit, you're still able to see who's in there. Not
of
very
course.
well.
Yeah. So this is definitely interesting here. It's definitely, again, GV, completely different team. It's like we're watching. They're dictating the pace. They're super comfortable on this map.
You
They're
can
getting,
tell that this is a GV pick.
oh, 100%. They're fragging out like it's nobody's business here.
There is the Skydog and the Fade Cat doesn't quite get UA, and Kettering is going to push up into Rams. It doesn't matter, UA with the 3K.
Oh, not quite
Back-
4, but definitely 4v1 for Kettering. Let's see if
And Sid is going to get last one, and that is another one for GV.
wow, blinded in the corner, in the back. GV is walking all over Kettering.
Sorry.
Kettering seems to have let this momentum that GV has kind of get to them. They were able to pick up a round, but still, they're letting it get into their heads again. Valorant and all first-person shooter games are super heavy on mental. You need to have good attitude, good mindset when you're going into this.
Listen, the only thing that should be tilted is your monitor, okay? Especially in these games.
You play with the tilted monitor?
No. A little bit. I've seen some people in the LEC. They got
Some
the
people pull very close.
right in front of them, but not one of those people. But yeah, definitely. GV got the mental game here, and another great setup here from Slim. Definitely a star player for tonight.
Does look like they are going. Kettering is going to do a little bit of a default, and Java is getting first blood onto Slim, which is a little unfortunate. But we have a lot of time. GV is up by 5 rounds. We see 4 ultimates in the hands of Kettering. Showstopper, Seekers, the teleport. Sadie is going to get peeked
Yeah.
and taken a lot of health down. Gonna rotate. Kettering is going up through ramps, which might move troublesome. Tori is gonna
There's the
resurrect
Sage ult
Slim.
goes
Lucky
down.
Data is gonna get Tori right after, and nobody else. And it is always 2v5, 2v4. That Cypher is giving them all the information, which is going to prove a little bit bothersome.
Those grenades, really effective crowd control.
Somebody else.
And that spike's going down.
The Leaf Spike is being planted on B, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, it's on B.
Yeah, this retake, one of GV's favorite, but it is a 2v4. That's always a tough one, but I'm sure they got it.
My ult's ready.
A 2v3 now.
Ooh, the odds are ever increasing on GV if, this
The
is on
showstopper
sports
coming
betting.
out for
Last player
GVSU.
standing.
Not quite getting any use because the Omen on Kettering does pick them.
Oh, and the bird goes right over the head.
Not
Yeah.
quite.
You know,
Unfortunately.
good attempt. It's hard to win those 4v2s. But next round, GV definitely has plenty of cash to do another full buy. No, econ is
Exactly.
no problem. I think we'll see another similar setup. But hopefully they can.
Does look like Sadie is going to pop that Thrash early through, I believe it's A main? Yeah, A main. That's where they are. Be very excited. But I don't know, 'cause it does not seem like anybody in Kettering is going to go over through A main. Maybe that's safer. It looks like it is going to be a B man.
Ooh, and the one way just missed slightly. You were talking about pixels. It really is close.
Exactly.
Um,
That Thrash not quite getting any use, but it looks like Sadie might try and go pick it back up. Because that Thrash is useful. Yep, there it is.
exactly those rechargeables. If you can pick it back up, put them back in your pocket to use somewhere else.
Kettering's going to push in through, I believe it's sewers. Yeah, sewers. Couldn't quite tell. Map's pretty small on our end.
Yeah.
There's the Sky Seekers coming out. That's going to get intel for 3 different GV players. That Haunt isn't also not going to quite catch anybody.
One by one, like the Ninja Turtles, they come up through the sewers. Let's see if they're gonna do a site execute here. And grenades going down. A lot of area denial here coming out. With that Viper, with that grenades, all that sort of stuff. Let's see if that bomb buddy
The
goes
Rays
up.
with grenades.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot here.
And there is that Omen teleport for Kettering, grabbing bomb and going to, going to be and planting,
30
which
seconds
is
left.
really common for
Spike
a lot of those
planted.
Omen ults. Used to grab bomb and teleport to get safety. A lot of I don't know how I feel about Omen's ult. I feel a little hit or miss.
Yeah. Sometimes it's amazing, other times, but with only 16 bullets in the, ammo is definitely an issue on the Vandal sometimes when you're spraying through those smokes. Let's see if they can do the retake. I've got faith. They've had some great positioning.
Can I use a hold still on B main? It is going to be planted for B main. Oh! Javo getting that pick on Sid behind,
player
but UA
standing.
getting the trade.
1v2 and yeah.
Unfortunately, is now going to be 6-3. GVSU still has some rounds.
Yep. Kettering, Kettering University. They're taking back the hold just a little bit. But nothing GV can't fight against. Like her up. That's what they got to do. And I think they can do it pretty effectively here. Yeah. So is there any kind of things specific that GV's not doing or?
I think GVSU is playing fine. I think Kettering is just finding their feet.
Yeah.
Felt like the rug was probably tugged out from underneath them for a minute. Like,
Face your
yeah, playing a
fear.
different.
Like, oh, we're playing on split now. Oh, geez, and now they're finally getting there.
There's the showstopper and the fatal. I don't think either are getting quite a lot of use. There's a lot of fighting over on A. If you can see over there, that Haunt is not going to quite catch anybody. Michigan Man and the Freddy Haunt. I can't tell what the Omen's username is.
Yeah, looks like this super fast rotate. They're gonna come up. Oh, just boom, right onto Slim here. Let's see if Sid can do something. We got UA with the teleport up here again, using that verticality when we were talking about just beginning of the round with this Omen. Let's see if he can put it to good use.
He gets one, does not quite get the other one. It is now a 1v3 for GV, but I have faith. I trust in Sid.
Trust in Sid. 17 bullets in the mag. Bomb buddy. Let's see if they can pull it off.
The Haunt isn't gonna quite catch Sid.
But
They're kind of stuck.
This is going to be hard, a few angles to clear at the same time, People watching, people in heaven. Yep. there you are.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. it's not much you can do when you gotta clear 3 angles at the same time. You're only one rifle, but you know, they make the best of it. Might have been better to save, but oh, the GV timeout is starting now. They've noticed we're slipping behind. We need to take a timeout, you know, and get that mental game.
And it may not always be because they want to stop momentum. It is a great reason to do timeouts in these kind of matches. But it could also just be like, hey, we need to like fix something really quick.
What are we doing wrong? You know,
Exactly.
our coach has something to say. You know, it takes more than just a few seconds in between rounds. You know, there's any number of things, but I'm sure GV will adapt after this, you know, brief little minute thing is going out, and for the better, hopefully.
Have you seen the VCT bundles, the capsules?
Oh yeah, I have. They're pretty sweet. I saw them on last night's match. They looked pretty dope. I might maybe I might cop a few of them. You know,
I might get one. I don't know. Might as a little treat for after spring break.
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking on it, but you know, it remains to be seen. I did like the matching Valentine's Day
Well,
profile.
I think it's still out in the shop. I kind of want to get it just because it's really cute.
Yeah.
And I love Nanobomb, so.
Yeah, definitely. Valorant, I think, probably king of cosmetics here. Everything looked always is just top.
I would
dollar
argue
here.
League has some really great cosmetics.
Not really a League player, unfortunately. So I'm not.
I mean,
too
I'm
versed.
also not a League player, but I've seen the cosmetics.
Yeah.
They're very pretty.
Yeah, exactly. I like the versatility. You know, like we got a little Nerf gun here, and then like a you know, a paper fan knife thing. It's always awesome. I always love a good
Lucky
stats
Data
card.
is going to get first blood, and then Michigan Man is going to follow it up on side of City and sit down. Man, 3v5.
I know exactly.
And there is the safer ult, so how does Sexy is going to get the blind. Gets one.
Can he get 2? Not quite. Mag runs dry. See if the classic can do anything.
Not quite, but is going to do some serious damage. They are going to get bombed down early.
Let's see. 2v3. Definitely winnable. Again, these retakes. Let's see. Not too much util, though. No.
They do know.
They knew exactly where Sage is here. 99 HP, 23 armor, and a Vandal with more than just a Dream. Let's see if they can do it. Silently up that ladder there. And oh, it looks like Lucky Day just missing their entire spray. 4 health on the Sage, but, you know, thank God for that recharging healing there.
Not quite making it enough. Michigan Man is going to get Toria. It's going to be 6v5. This is close. But it's the last round and a half, so everything's going to go for broke here.
Everything's out the window.
We don't see any ults on the board. It doesn't look like anybody's even super duper close.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fairly bulk standard round, you know, just everybody's buying what they can right before the end of the round, and then everything's going to go out the window, you know. GV's going to be on the attack, and that's gonna change
I feel
up.
like Split is also very attack heavy.
Oh, 100%.
I feel like some maps are very defense heavy. I feel like Haven's one of those. Like those Haven, Lotus, those 3-site maps. But I feel like Split is very much an attack heavy map.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's so easy to rotate, especially, you know, they got 2 basically direct rotates basically from B to A, you know, in the form of sewers and all that sort of stuff. I think that's part of it, and then also the verticality. It's easy to come at it sight, but from 5 different
There
angles.
is going to be the mosh pit. I wonder if he'll get one. Don't think he quite gets anybody. That Skydog is going to get spell. That
Put
slower
down.
probably doesn't go right where they want it to go. Haunt isn't getting anybody either.
GV's always getting those Skydogs, though.
Katie is getting that first blood onto UA, but Sid coming right back with the trade.
Looks like there's a rotate towards A.
There's sewers.
Sid's lined up for a nice little headshot, maybe 3 here. Let's see what they can do.
Shot maybe 4 is all 4.
Oh, 4, yeah.
Already get
Grenade.
flash.
And there's 1.
There's 2?
No, not
One?
quite. Just one. That's all right. That's a pretty good trade. GV's rotating now.
Isn't going to be a 3v3. Unfortunately, that was the beginning of the showstopper for GV.
30
well,
seconds left.
Well,
That
Gecko
wingman-
guys right on site. Let's see.
that wingman going out trying to see if they can get any intel. Not quite. Oh, unfortunately, Lucky Data is going to get.
Yeah, gun right in the way. Couldn't see him. Unfortunate. That's the way the cookie crumbles. 2 versus 3, not unwinnable. Definitely. There's 1
Is going
for
to get
Split.
1. Toria's going to get another. It's going to be a 2v1.
They got nothing left to lose. This is round.
And
last
Spike
round.
is definitely not planted for Kettering Rays. Oh,
Ooh.
there is the showstopper.
And
Unfortunate. That's a 4K for Kettering Rays. Great round, honestly, by Lucky Data.
Switching
Or Data.
sides.
Yeah.
Ta?
Data, yeah.
Data.
It's always good to see somebody pop off. It's less good when they're on the enemy team, but
I mean, either way, good play is a good play.
Yeah,
Gotta
exactly.
admit it. It's going to be 6-6 going in this half, so essentially they're starting from 0.
yeah, that is, you know,
So whoever can win 7 rounds first wins now.
first to 13. You know, that's always exciting. Valorant rounds are a little shorter
Unless-
than CS. you know.
Unless we go to overtime.
Oh, maybe. I'm up.
I have played in a match where it has gone to
Right
like
there.
16-18.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
I know one of my friends has gone into a match where it was like 19-21.
Yeah, I mean these are.
These can get long.
These are possible, but hopefully GV comes in with the quick in, you know, 7 rounds in a row, and then bada bing, bada boom. But you know, can't always happen like that. But let's see on this first pistol round. Our star of the night, Slim. Let's see if they can get some more frags.
Slim is trying to push up through ramps, and it's going to be fairly something. Java is going to get first blood, but UA and Slim both can get in picks, and then I think it's Freddie Hong something. I can't quite tell the Owen Kettering's name is. It's going to be a 3v3, but GVSU currently is slightly down on the HP advantage. While you have the same manpower, sometimes that HP advantage can be really crucial.
Especially on these these low damage pistols. You know,
Exactly.
all it takes is one more pellet on the right click from the classic, and you know that's it. That's your card.
Toxin screen
Does
down.
seem like we are going to get the heal. Yep, round stage for
Now it's
GVSU.
completely even. Nobody on site. One heaven, but let's see if GV can execute
Toxins going up.
with this limited utility.
And Wingman is going to plant. Sadie is going to get
Thanks,
the
Wings.
Kettering Omen. I love seeing Wingman plant. He's adorable.
Look at that. Okay, 3 versus 2. This is pretty tense. You know, pistol round. It's pretty important. But we'll see. We'll see.
They are trying to break that stage wall, but that Molly is going to keep them from pushing right away. They do have a smoke on site on Spike, which is going to be very helpful. Slim trying to get one.
One enemy
Does
remaining.
get one and gets healed again. And then Horia getting Kung Fu Kenny. I believe that's their username.
Yeah. GV makes
They're
it
gonna
look
have to.
easy.
They're gonna have to run.
yeah.
Nope, they don't get caught by the Bob, so it is now 7-6.
Yeah, and they can they can afford to buy up a little bit, maybe not quite a full buy, but you know, definitely some Spectres and Bulldogs and all that jazz. But so this will be a good round for GVSU. We're gonna see, you know, their favorite map, you know, the one that they wanted to play, and on the attacking. That's always cool. I'm really excited to see a good site execute here.
GV is going to push up in through B main.
I got you.
We have at least one. The only one. And doesn't look like Kettering has anybody on B right now besides.
I mean, just
Camera.
leaving that open is a little bit dangerous, a little bit tricky here.
Gotcha. UA getting 2 with the Bulldog, and that is not only just first blood, but that's now a 5v3 situation for Kettering.
Wow.
And honestly, sometimes having to play full retake on a round is not a horrible idea.
Exactly.
It's just crazy enough that it could work, and it really screws the enemy's head. They are trying to make space on to Heaven. And Cypher Camp is getting some use, but Slim is going to take down a Java, so it is now a 2v2. There's some fall damage done by Sadie, but that Wingman is going to plant Spike, so they still have time. That wall is going up.
Yeah, this is I mean, this is pretty good eco for Kettering. They got 1, but you know.
Kung Fu Kenny is going to get UA, but is going to get the trade right back onto Kung Fu Kenny. There's now a 4v1 situation, and the Kettering Rays is going to go down by the hands of Slim, so that's a nice 2K.
Yeah, when you're caught with a pistol, it's kind of hard to do anything against a rifle.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, not much,
Even
but
though, like, a Bulldog's not necessarily a rifle, it's still very powerful.
yeah, 100%. That 3-round burst, nothing better. It definitely is, but you know,
I mean, a rifle would be better, but
you know, beggars can't be choosers, right? Especially on round 2, and they're gonna keep those Bulldogs and go for another site execute.
nice
here.
little Viper wall covering pretty much all of the site, the A main push.
Yeah, I mean,
Can't talk.
wow, I mean, Viper's got the setups all over the place. I mean, it might not just because we're not seeing as many the other operators here, but
Well, Viper is a very standard agent on Split.
yeah,
There's so many different things, and her ultimate is super duper useful
exactly.
on both sides. Covers a lot of ground. We might not quite getting it. Lucky Data is getting it first
down
blood
A.
on Tutoria. That Sky Flash. Not quite getting a full blind, just a little bit of a quick blind. That Skydog.
Chase him down and seems a little bloodthirsty. Maybe not the best bet, but
Let's see, isn't going to get that trade back onto that Oma. Is now a 3v4. GV is down on both man and HP, but they still have bomb, which is very useful. Sadie has that crash.
yeah.
Tried to get that wingman to plant, but not quite.
Ooh, the
Kung Fu
falling
Kenny does
bulldog
get
kill.
one, but UA does get the trade that Haunt is going to pick up.
That'll mess with your day. But no, that looks like the plant's going down. Retake from Heaven looks very likely here from Lucky Day and the other player here. Let's see if they can do something. GV gets one. Let's see if they can get the second. They're in Heaven. I mean, they're down on the ground. They're up in Heaven, but they got to come to them. GV's got the bomb planted.
And they are holding both sides, so this is kind of is gonna be rough. Lucky Day's gonna have to make a couple of really awesome plays in order to get this defused, just from the angles that GVSU is holding.
Let's hope not, though.
Oh!
Ooh,
Lucky
maybe
Day
one.
does get UA, but
Oh.
it gets them. I don't think they have enough time. I think they have just enough. Yeah, they do. They have plenty of time. We are gonna see UA and Sadie have ultimate. I believe Lucky Day does get ultimate, or is one off? I think one off.
Maybe. I'm not.
Very hard. No, yep, one off.
One off.
It's really small. Those little details, especially with that light blue, so far when it's so small,
Yeah.
it looks very similar to the white or to the gray.
For you folks at home, we're like 10 feet away from the TV that we're watching this on, so it's a little bit tricky to see the finer details you might be able to see on your monitor. But it looks like just a fairly bulk standard attack here. We got two playing aggressively on defense here. Let's see what they're doing. Sadie up in the sky. Look at that thing. See if she can get somebody. Nobody.
I think that is a blind that works up into like ramps in that area where it is.
Ooh.
Oh, that is.
That is-
Showstopper does get hit. It is now a 2v5 situation.
It's pretty
But
rough.
TV still has bomb, which is really useful. Lucky Data does get USC, does get the trade.
That's rough. That push was put down almost immediately. I mean, jeez, like old Yeller. I mean, that was pretty brutal to watch. But let's see if they, maybe the Saber Rifle or Sadie gets a few more frags here.
He does have that thrash. That Skydog is going to tell them everything they need to know where they are. Cranky Kenny does get the final pick. And that is Rivals now in the hand of Kettering, but GV is not super broke for cash, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Might see a little bit of a lurk situation for GVSU, or maybe just put the wall up. A little bit of gun skin trading.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get the good one. I always, if I have a Vandal and I see a cooler one on the ground, I'm always picking it up.
Slim is going to push in through mid. That Thrash going out. I love getting to watch the Thrash POV.
Let's
Is
see.
going to get caught on.
Unfortunate, but
Trip
they do
wire.
know that site is pretty much clear, almost nothing there. Let's see if they can get the bomb down here.
And there is the Cypher ult. Kenny getting, I believe, now 3.
Oh, 3 on fire, really.
Kung Fu Kenny's been another one who's been really on top of their game.
Yeah, that Kung Fu Kenny and Cypher, and they've.
Not quite with the judge. It is now a 1v5 situation for Slim, and it is now.
Oh, flawless. That is a shame.
And now it is 8-9 for Kettering. Kettering picks up a round just ahead of GV, but I still have faith.
Yeah, of course.
Looks like neither of our predictions were correct.
No, not quite. But it's still a super close game. I don't think GV's out of it in any stretch of the imagination.
No.
They've definitely got, they got stuff cooking. I think they got to change up their strategy just a little bit or something. Because we saw that push it just gets shut down immediately. It might have been due to the ults or what have you, but still got put down quite quickly.
GVSU is going to keep the bomb down, try and do a little bit of a push, try and get some intel. Is he not quite getting anybody, but is going to pick it back up, so that will be ready in just a minute. There's going to be... So Slim is lurking on A, but there is some action in mid. We have Sid, and I believe it's UA who's playing the Omen, trying to push and make some space into mid heaven. That Spike is still sitting outside of B main, probably trying to see if they can get a pick. Sadie is also pushing in through mid. Does get pinged. UA does get pinged by that cam.
Let's see if we can get some Sheriff taps here. Oh, nothing cooler than our Sheriff here. Let's see if we can get some value out of it, though.
I'm not a Sheriff fan. I miss all my shots. Sadie is going to get first blood on Kettering. Omen, and then Tori follows up, but Lucky Data does get the trade onto Slim, so it is now a 4v3 situation with GVSU with the man advantage. They are going to take site.
Spike rotating over. Yeah, it's going
They
down.
don't realize that there is somebody sitting CT. I believe that is Kettering's Fade player is sitting CT. I can't quite tell.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Java does get Sadie, so it is now a 3v3 situation. Sid getting taken down by Michigan Man, but a lot of damage.
Yeah, let's see. UA with the Sheriff.
Last player standing.
Michigan Man does get the UN. The Haunt does not
Ooh,
quite
and they
get.
stick in the defuse. It's not just a
Pros
tap.
Pros don't fake.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just kind of a pretty good round from Kettering. Even though with that bomb down pretty early, nothing GV could really do. But the timeout.
And there is second timeout for TV. I believe both teams get 2 timeouts total.
What do you think's going on in the coaches' room right now? What do you think they're thinking?
I think they're probably trying to figure out, okay, how can we turn this around? Because Kettering is starting to take back all that momentum and all of that tempo that GB had. So I think they're trying to figure out how to get it back.
Exactly.
They're playing well. They're playing as a team. They're playing their util right. I think they might be playing a little predictably, but even then, if you can fake out that your util's still going in the same place and still go somewhere different as opposed to where they've been seeing you play, that's still useful.
I think the key is variation here. GVSU
Yes.
seems to be they keep executing on the site same way all the time. Eventually, they're going to catch that rhythm and pounce on it.
We do see that Viper pit for GV, so I'll be very interested to see if that's going to go down right away or that's going to wait until after Spike, because if you can put that down right away once before you even plant, then you get plant down.
Site control is key.
Exactly. Viper's pit is especially great for site control on split, so we're very excited. We are going to come down to the end of this timeout.
A little bit of inspect here from Sid, but yeah. And let's see what GV does different here, or what strategies are changing. How the util use is going.
See, I think it's a default or at least a wall going up. UA is going to push through a mid, and Slim's still going to push the Rams. But it doesn't look like Kettering is holding a lot of people in A. There's some people. Let's see, where is that? Flash is not quite getting anybody, but they know where they are now. Slim doesn't matter, gets to the pick anyways.
2 flashes couldn't even stop him. Wow. And nothing really happening here, just, let us stare at smoke. Sometimes it happens. It's all right.
GV's all about waiting. Kung Fu Kenny is going to get UA, who's trying to get rid of that tripwire. So it is now going to be a 4v4 situation.
Pretty even,
GV does not have smokes, which means that making sure Slim stays alive is very crucial, especially for bomb.
Yeah, they do have that Sage ult with the res.
Oh, Slim does not quite get the pick on the Kettering Omen. I think it's just Freddy Home 21. Yep. And they also get Sid, so it is now a 2v4 situation.
That's rough.
And Kettering does not have bomb, though. GV still has bomb.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're rotating on to the site. Ooh, and
Never mind. There's the operator. I did not realize that.
Yeah, I didn't see they had an operator, but
30
neither did
seconds
they. That thing is brutal at holding angles. If you walk into that, just a one little left click and you're gone. +1 on the scoreboard there. But let's see if Sage can get any picks. I feel like
That
they're
jump
gonna get
teleport.
flamed.
They do hear that there's somebody roped.
What?
Probably trying to mess with them.
10
that-
seconds left.
I have never seen that before. Wow. Okay.
Well, Tori does get a good pick on to Lucky Data. I don't remember.
Do you think that was a little bit of BM or was that like strategy? What was that?
Could just be their up rounds that they know they can kind of do stuff. It would take a lot to win a 1v4 situation with that much time left.
Wow, you know. Okay, Kettering. A little bit of disrespect from Kettering.
I don't think it's disrespect. Let's not say it's disrespect if we're not sure.
Yeah.
It could also just be ropes are very loud and it can be distracting.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
figure out.
Maybe distracting footsteps or something
Exactly.
like that. Whatever it may be, definitely very inventive strategy. But let's see if...
There's that dizzy blind, not quite getting anybody. Tori is going to get rid of that Skydog that goes out right away. Flash is going down for Kettering.
just
oh no,
walking onto
GV.
site really unopposed here, except that Sky.
While the Kettering Omen does get first blood, Slim follows up with a trade and then Sid gets another one. There's that Viper Pit. You can see it covers almost the entirety of site there, just leaving one little corner empty.
This is almost guaranteeing a round win. You know, if they play this right, you know, that site control, you walk in that thing, it swallows you whole.
And we do see Sid having the showstopper, not quite pulling it out yet. But there is the Fade ultimate, which makes things a little bit more difficult, especially with those little cat things going out, blinding the enemy. All that Fade utility coming
Wow,
out.
everybody's blind. Nobody can see anything. And
It is a 1v1 situation. And they both can't see each other.
wow.
And Slim gets another 4K of the game.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's a great round for GVSU.
I want to talk to Slim. I want, you know, they are on fire tonight. Oh my God, you know that ult pulling it out is crucial, and then getting all these frags. Star player here. All right, let's see. Are they gonna do the kind of same thing here? It looks like it. Same Viper wall going up. You know, nothing really different happening here. But it is working for them, so you know, why not try it again?
Toxins going up.
Not much happening. You know, Sadie doing the same with that Gecko. One away from an ult, so that gets that orb. That is crucial here.
We are going to see that orb get picked up right away by Sadie. And then Tori also having that resurrection has 3 ults on the board for GVSU, whereas it's just the 2 for Kettering, which you can still make a lot of work
Toxin
with
screen
2.
down.
Slim is running the rest of the team in. There is Thrash. Isn't going to quite get caught by that. Tripwire is going to catch 1, and the Kettering
Doesn't-
Omen is going to pick them up.
It doesn't quite get the Omen. They're walking past.
Nope.
I wonder if that flank is going to come to fight him.
Yeah.
Ooh, yep, it does. Yep. Unfortunate. Bird comes through. Sadie gets a frag, though, making the best of a pretty bad situation. 1v3 scenario, 35 seconds left in the clock. Let's see if Sadie can do something, anything here. GV's down. You know, the score is 9-11. Not a particularly great number. Let's see what we can do. On site. Ooh, pre-fire. Yep. Now they know around where she is.
And Kettering does also still have bomb. Does not look like she's gonna have enough time. She's not gonna have enough time to plant as well as get the frags. But she's gonna try and get one out. Does not quite job. It does get the last pick. On to Sadie is now 9-12. GV's back in another situation where they have to force every single round that they are alive. But this is definitely winnable.
This is high stakes. I mean, adrenaline must be pumping in our GV game changer athletes. Let's see what they can do though. You know, 9-12. One more round. The rope is thin. They don't even have a match anymore. If they don't win this in these next few rounds, it's over for GV, and that's
game.
That's game. You know, that's game set match point. Everything's on the line here. Let's see what they can do. Anything different? Anything new? I don't know.
They made mainly a push through B main, a little bit of a quick push.
Definitely more aggressive than we've seen.
Yes.
Let's see if they can put that into good use.
Balls
Oh,
going
and
down. There's the showstopper for GVSU. A lot of util going out.
fire in the hole. Let's see, that spike's going down. Nobody watching there. Say doesn't know that though.
And
Fortunately.
Sid does get one with that showstopper, and that's going to be first blood. Spike is going to go down nice and early. Slim is going to get another one. I believe that was in mid that happened.
5v3 site. You know, spikes down on site. Planted. Everybody's in position. I think GV's got this round, but can they keep it up? That is for sure.
They do also have the res, which gives them a little bit of security. Lucky Data does get Tori's. That is going to take that res away from them, unfortunately.
Yeah, let's see. Slim always a reliable pick here. Let's see if they
And
can.
Slim is keeping Michigan Man a little bit distracted. That ultimate is coming out. It's going to reveal the location for a couple players, but Michigan Man's not really paying attention to where else went. It's now a 2v3.
2v3.
Not quite.
Wow, that was
And
ultimately.
that is unfortunately game. That is 2-0 for Kettering. That was a great game on both teams' ends. We'll look at the scoreboard or the whatchamacallit in just a moment.
Yeah, this is.
Lots of GGs in the chat. Both teams played incredibly well. Slim 27, almost breaking 30 kills. It was amazing.
Almost 2.0 KD right there.
Exactly.
27-14. That is something to be proud of. But yeah, what do you think went wrong in that match?
Honestly, I don't think a lot of things went wrong. I think Kettering just had a little bit of an easier time controlling that tempo and controlling that pace.
We definitely started out strong though on that second
yes,
map.
you can definitely tell Icebox is a comfort pick for GVSU game changers. I think they had a really easy time at first, but as soon as Kettering was able to switch that momentum on them, it was lost.
Yeah.
For them. They were struggling to pull it back, and they did for a while. But after a couple rounds, both teams played incredibly well. Though, like you have to give it to Kettering. They did really well.
Exactly. They did GV and Kettering both did their best. Kettering's best was a little bit better than ours, unfortunately. But maybe next time.
Exactly.
GV we both great games, so a lot closer than last night. But yeah.
And
so
we are not going to be talking to one of the players today. They're getting packed up, heading home.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it is late out.
Oh, of course.
I don't think there's any other matches this week. I don't think so. There's
Yeah.
no matches this week. So that's me and the matches for this week. Been awesome casting for you guys.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning
Yep.
in. This
Thank you.
is GVSU Game Changers. Thank you.
And
And I'll see you later.